Hello and welcome all of you. This is for the grade 6 students CIE Cambridge International Examinations. These students at the end of the 6th grade are supposed to appear for a primary checkpoint exam, and I am here with mathematics paper 1, that is 0845, and paper number 1. This paper is of April 2016, and I'm going to solve this paper along with you all and help you in solving this paper. Okay, I am Pankaj sir with you all. So let us get started with the paper. And this is a 45 minutes paper, and the total marks carried by this paper is 40 marks. Okay, so let us get started. And here goes the first question. Now, question number 1 says, draw a ring around all the multiples of 5. Now, the concept here is you should know that multiples of 5, that is all the answers of the table of 5. 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10, 5 threes are 15. So, whatever multiples you get for 5 are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You will see that in all the multiples of 5, the answer will be either ending with a 0 or with a 5. So you have to ring around all the multiples of 5. So you have to check which are the numbers which are ending by a 0 or by a 5. So I can round this 105. Okay, I'll be using, okay, this is a good color. I'll be rounding 105 because it is ending with a 5. I'll round 150 also because it is ending with a 0. I will not round 501 because it is ending with 1, not even this. And 555 also I will round because it is ending with a 5. So the concept was all the multiples of 5 will end either with a 0 or a 5. Question number 2. Draw rings around all the calculations that total to 100. Now this is simple addition of integers. Now 60 plus 30 is 90 and 5 plus 5 is 10. So this is what makes me the total as 100. 47 and 57. 50 plus 40 is 90, and then 7 plus 3 is 10. 90 plus 3 is 90 plus 10 is 100. This also I'm going to circle. 21 plus 89. So 80 plus 20 is 100, and 9 plus 1 is 10. So this will be 110. It is exceeding 100. So I'm not going to circle this. 88 plus 12, 80 plus 10 is 90, and 8 plus 2 is 10, and 90 plus 10 is 100. So I'm going to circle this as well. Here 50 plus 30 is 80, and then 6 plus 4 is 10, and 80 plus 10 is 90. It is not reaching 100. It is becoming only 90. So this I'm not going to circle. Okay. So this is how we have to deal with question number 2. Question number 3. 4 children find 30 shells on a beach, and Wayne finds 7 shells, Leroy finds 8 shells, and Vincent finds 3 shells. How many shells does Conrad find? Now Conrad is obviously the fourth person. So how many shells does he find will be a total of 30 minus 7 shells were found by Wayne, 8 shells were found by Leroy, and Vincent found 3. So it will be 7 plus 8 plus 3. This works out to 30 minus 7 plus 8 is how much? 15. 15 plus 3 is 18. So 30 minus 18. And this works out to 10 minus 8 is 2, and 2 minus 1 is 12. So your final answer has to be 12. So Conrad will have 12 cells. Okay. Next question. Question number 4. Draw an arrow to show 850 on the number line. Now this is a number line. The starting point of the number line is 0. The end point of the number line is 10,000. And you can see this particular number line is divided into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. 10 equal parts. Okay. So each part will be how much? It will be 1000, this final, divided by 10, because it is divided into 10 equal parts, and this gives me 100. Okay, because this 0 0 will cut and I'll be left with 100. So each division is of 100. So I can write here 100. Here it will be 200. This will be 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, and then 1000. Okay. Now I have to draw an arrow to show 850. So 850 is exactly between, in the middle of 800 and 900. So somewhere over here, you can draw a arrow. This is representing 850. Okay. Now, this arrow is not exactly in the center, but you can show it. 850, right? Okay. That is 850. You can write also if you want 850. Okay. Next. Now this you can use your pencil and scale and you can properly mark it, okay, at the middle of 800 and 900. Now, question number 5. Write these fractions in order starting with the largest. Now, this 5 upon 8 is a proper fraction, so its value will be less than 1, okay. 3 upon 8 is also a proper fraction, so its value will also be less than 1. 2 by 8 is also a proper fraction, so its value will also be less than 1. And 8 upon 8 is 1, so its value will be exactly 1. So the largest fraction will be 8 upon 8 because its value is 1. Fine, so I'm going to write the largest one. Okay. Now, what will be the smallest and the biggest fraction? Okay, now you can see in the remaining 3 fractions, that is these 3. Okay, the denominator is 8, okay, and the numerator, in this case it is 5, in this case it is 3, and this case it is 2. Okay, now the order will be decided how, you know, if the denominator is same, then the order will be decided by the numerator. So 5 is greater than 3, 3 is greater than 2, so this will be the order. Greater than 5 upon 8 will be greater than 3 upon 8, greater than 2 upon 8, right? So 8 upon 8 is the largest. Now 2 upon 8 is the smallest. So 2 upon 8 will be coming here. 3 upon 8 I can write here. And 5 upon 8 I can write here. Okay. So this has to be my order. 8 upon 8, 5 upon 8, 3 upon 8 and 2 upon 8. Is that clear? Let me check the answer to be sure about it. Okay. And this is question number 5, right? And question number 5, the answers are 8 upon 8, 5 upon 8, 3 upon 8, and 2 upon 8. So it's correct, absolutely correct. Now let us move on to the next question. Question number 6. Which 3D shape will be made from this net? Now you can see this net diagram. It is made up of exact squares, okay? And you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 squares, right? So if you fold them into a 3D figure, it will give you a exact cube, because a cube has 6 surfaces, which will be represented by this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 squares. And each face of a cube has to be a square, and these are all squares. So this net diagram will ultimately end up into a 3D figure, which can be a cube, exactly a cube. Next question. 45 children are at a club. The leader forms teams of 6 children. How many whole teams can the leader make? Now, whole teams means it should be a complete number. Okay. So basically, there are 45 children, and you have to make a team of 6 children. So let us divide this 45 by 6. Okay. When you divide 45 by 6, now the complete integer number will be 6 sevens is 42, 6 eights is 48. Now 48 will be greater than 45, so you cannot take that. So 6 sevens I will take, 7 6 are 42, and I'm getting the remainder as 3. Okay. So this is a complete number, whole number. Okay. So whole team can be made of, how many teams can be made, which is consisting of whole numbers? It will be 7 teams. Okay. The answer will be 7 teams, because after this the answer you will be getting in point. So 7 points, suppose you take a 0 over here. 6 threes are 18, 6 fours are 24, 6 fives are 6 5s are will be 30. Okay. So if you want to form you know, a team which is consisting of equal number of children and not a single children is left out, then it will be 7.5 teams. But 7.5 teams is not a whole number, and he wants the answer to be in whole numbers, so you'll have to go by 7. Okay. So that is how we have to deal with this particular question, question number 7. Let us move on to question number 8. Three angles A, B, and C, which are marked over here, A, B, and C. Now, this figure is nothing but a trapezium. What is a trapezium? A trapezium is a figure where one pair of sides, opposite sides, are parallel. Now you can see here these two sides, that is one pair of opposite sides is parallel. Okay, and the other two sides are non-parallel. You can see these other two sides are not parallel. So it is nothing but a trapezium. Trapezium is nothing but a quadrilateral. Okay. Now put the angles in the order of size starting with the smallest. Now looking at this particular trapezium, I can see this happens to be 90 degree. Okay. So this will also be 90 degree, right? Because these two are parallel, right? So when two parallel lines are cut by a third line, then the angle made by the two parallel lines to the third line has to be 90 degree. Okay. So these two angle happens to be 90. So my C answer is 90 degree. Okay. Now B is obviously angle which is greater than 90. I can look at it and say that it is an obtuse angle. So B is greater than 90. A is an acute angle, so it has to be less than 90. Okay. So if I want to arrange A, B, and C, so my and in the order of smallest to largest, so A will be the smallest because it is acute angle less than 90. In the middle, I will have C because that is exactly 90. And this B will be the largest because it is obtuse angle. So B I am going to write here. So order is going to be from smallest to largest, A, C, B. Next question, question number 9. The lines on the grid form part of a pentagon. Now, what is a pentagon? A five-sided closed figure. Okay, it's a polygon, right? A five-sided closed figure. Now, use the dots to complete the pentagon so that it has exactly one right angle. Now, there are many ways of drawing this, of completing this pentagon. Now, already you have three sides of this particular pentagon shown on the diagram. So, two more lines you have to draw and complete the pentagon because pentagon has n equal to 5. You know that pentagon has n equal to 5. Okay. Three lines are already joined. Now, you have to join two more lines. But you have to see that it has exactly one right angle. Okay. Now none of the angle is right angle. This is also not right angle. This is also not right angle. So now whichever two lines you are going to draw to complete this pentagon, see that one right angle is formed, right? Okay. So let me draw this way. Okay. Let me complete it in this way. Uh, okay. Yeah. Now from here, I may go. Okay. Now this is one line and another line should be this. Okay, from here to here. Now I am drawing these two lines because I know the angle between these two. Okay, that is this angle is 90 degree. Okay, this has to be 90 degree. Okay, so this is my answer. There can be other answer also because this is not a question which has a unique answer. It can be depending on different decisions, you know, different pentagons can be formed. But this is a good one. This is one of the answers, right? So this is a now a five-sided closed figure. So it is a pentagon and it has exactly one right angle, which is this one. You see that? I have marked that right angle as well for you. Next question. Okay, question number 10. It says that Mia asks some children to make their favorite, to name their favorite fruits. Okay, and a bar chart is shown below to show the, uh, uh, the answer to this survey. So when so many children were asked what are their favorite fruits, so they answered. Some answered apple, some answered orange, some pineapple, some banana. Okay, so let us complete this question. The bar chart is right in front of you. Question number, subquestion A says that 7 of the children chose melon. Now, melon was chosen by 7 students. So, here the bar diagram that I can draw is by taking, okay, from here I will go up to 7. Okay, I suppose this is 7. And one more line to go this way to make a rectangle. Okay. Okay. Yeah. And to complete the rectangle, okay, let me make it. I'm so sorry. Now this has to be uh, one second. Okay. Uh, okay. So it's basically I'll draw without the this thing. Okay. So basically it will be at 7. So from here to here you can go this way. Okay. And you can of course shade it if you want. The thing is this level goes to 7. Okay. Is this 7? No, it's less than 7. I'm so sorry. One second. Okay. So I'll have to raise it more to make it 7. Okay. Okay. Let me do it once for all. Again, 7, right? So 7 should be somewhere over here. Okay. From here, 5, and then again complete the rectangle. Okay. Okay. Fine. To some extent, it is okay. So it has to be between 6 and 8, which is 7. Okay. So this is exactly between 6 and okay. And this you can shade. So this is the rectangular bar which is representing melon. So 7 of the children choose melon. Draw a bar on the chart to show this. So this is that bar, okay, which is representing 7 children, right? So this is 7, right? Okay. B part of this question is how many children did Mia ask altogether? So total, how many children were there? So you can just total. Now this happens to be 7 children whose favorite fruit is melon. Banana is favorite to 10 students. You can see it's coming to 10 over here. Pineapple was liked by 16 students. And orange was favorite for 14. And apple is a favorite of 8 students. So the total number of students has to be 8 plus 14. That is 22. Then plus 16, 22 plus 16 is 32. 32 plus 6. So 38, then this is 48 and 49, 50, 55. So total has to be 55. Okay. 8 plus 14. So I'll write here 8 plus 14 plus 16 plus 10 plus 7 equal to 55. So how many students or how many children were in all for the survey? 55. Now work out, next question is work out 400 multiplied by 7. Now just multiply 7 and 4. And the answer is 28. And after 4, you can see 2 zeros. So add 2 zeros over here. So the answer will be 20,000, 2,800 or 2,800. Next question. Noah was born in 1994. What birthday did he have in 2003? So if you want to calculate which birthday, a person is going to celebrate. Okay, you just have to subtract which year you want to see his birthday is falling, so 2003, and from that you subtract the year of the birth. In this case it is 1994, right? So 2003 minus 1994, so 13 minus 4 is 9, I suppose, right? 13 minus 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, it's 9. And this will be 9 minus 9, 0. This will be 0. This will be 0. So it is just a 9 years. So it will be ninth birthday. Okay. So the birthday, if you want to calculate, you have to do this way. Okay. So it will be the ninth birthday. Now draw a ring around two numbers that total to 1. Now 6.6.7 will total to more than a 1. I think two numbers you have to round. So let me take 0 0.3 as one number and 0 0.7 as another number. Okay, when you add these two, you will get the answer as 1. So that's the answer. And next question, 14th. Here are 4-digit cards, 3, 4, 5, and 7. So use each card once to complete this number sentence. Now here also there can be more than one answer. So let me go for this is greater than, right? So if I take a 7, if I write a 7 over here, this will be 72. This is representing decimal point, okay? So 72 point, let me take any, now 6 is already here. 7 I have taken, let me take 5. So I've taken 7, I've taken 5. And here I can take 4. Here I can take 3. Okay. So all 4 cards I have taken 3, 4, 5, 7. Can you see? 3, 4, 5, 7. And still my inequality is valid because this is 72.5, which is greater than 64.3. Okay. There can be some other answer as well, but this answer is also not wrong. Next question is, you can see here question number 15. A, B, C are three vertices of a rectangle. So A, B, C are vertices of a rectangle. What are the coordinates of the fourth vertex? Now fourth vertex has to be somewhere over here, right? Because he's telling you that A, B, C, D is a rectangle, isn't it? So if you want, you can try to complete this rectangle this way, right? You go. Uh, this is a rectangle, okay? Okay. So okay, so I have completed the rectangle A, B, C, D. Okay, fine. It's not that exact, but it's fine. A, B, C, D. Okay, I can write a D over here. So what are the coordinates of the fourth vertex? So my fourth vertex is D, and its coordinate will be, if I come on the x-axis, it is 7. So my x coordinate will be 7. And if I go on the y-axis, it goes on to 6. So 6 will be my y coordinate. The 7, comma 6 should be the answer. Next question is, here is a sequence of numbers. The sequence continues in the same way. So the first term in the sequence is 3100. The second term is 13,200. Third term is 23,300. Now write in figures. Now the figures, in figures you will have to write the next number in the sequence. So let us divide this terms, each term into two parts. That is you know I'll divide from here into hundreds and into thousands, right? Okay. So in the first term, you have 3,000. In the next term, you have 13,000. So 3,000 plus 10 is 13,000. And if you add plus 10 again, so you'll get 13 plus 10, 23. So in the next also, you'll have to add plus 10. So 23 plus 10 will make it 33. So the next term will have 33,000 as the answer for this first part, right? Now in the second part, it is 100 in the first term, 200 in the second term, 300 in the third term. So in the fourth term, it has to be 400. So it will be 33,000 and 400. 33,000 plus 400. So in words, in figures, if you want to write this number, it will be 33,400. This should be the answer. Okay. Next is, this shape is translated 3 squares up and 2 squares to the right. So draw the shape to its new position. Okay, so this is a shape you can see over here. So you just take each and every corner points, okay, of this shape, and just try to move these corner points 3 squares up and 2 squares to the right. So first I'll try with this corner number 1. So I'll move it 3 squares up. So this will be 1, 2, 3, and 2 squares to the right. So 1 and 2. So this will be my 1 dash, 1 prime. Okay. Now let this be 2. So this will also, I'll move 3 squares up and 2 right. So 1, 2, 3, and 2 right, 1, 2. So this will be 2 dash. Okay. So I get this 1 and 2 dash. Now this one, this is 3. Okay. Now if I move in the same way, this 3, it will go 1, 2, 3 squares up and 1, 2 squares over on the right. Okay. So this will be 3 prime. Okay. Then this one, fourth, it will be 1, 2, and 3, and then 1 and 2. So this will be 4 prime. Okay. Then 5. This should be 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2. So this will be 5 prime. Okay. And this one, sixth one, should be 1, 2, and 1, 2, or 1, 2, and 3, and then 1 and 2. This will be 6 prime. Okay. Now all I have to do is join this to make a complete this thing. Okay. So let me do it roughly only because it is taking a lot of time otherwise. This should be my shape, new shape. This is the translated shape of mine. Okay. And if you want, you can shade it. So this is the answer. Right? Okay. Next question is, draw a ring around all the numbers that equal 9 when rounded to the nearest whole number. Now 8.07, the whole number part is 8. Okay. Now if I want to round this to a nearest whole number, this will work out to 8 as a nearest whole number, right? Okay. And this, if I want to work out, this will work out to nearest whole number as 9. This will work out to 9.4. So after decimal you have 4. So this will work out to nearest 9 again. This will work out to nearest whole number 8. This will work out to nearest whole number 10. Because after decimal you have a 5. So it will be increased by 1. So 10. And here it will be 9 again. Okay. So you have to round the numbers which equal to 9 after rounding. Okay. So this is one which I am going to round. This is one which I am going to round. Okay. And this is the third one I am going to round. So these are the three numbers which after rounding to the nearest whole number, I get the answer as 9. Okay. So that was the answer. Coming to next question, question number 19. Okay. Here is a number line, and now here again you can see it starts with a 0 and the last point on the number line is 10,000, and it has been divided into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So again what I'll do is 10,000 I'm going to divide by 10. So I'll get 1,000, and this 1,000 is nothing but it is representing each division. So this will be 1,000, this will be 2,000, this will be 3,000, this is 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, 9,000, and then 10,000. Now here they have asked you to estimate the marked arrow mark. Okay. So arrow mark is somewhere between 6,000 and 7,000. It's less than halfway of 6,000 and 7,000. So it is less than 6,500. So let us take as 6,300, right? So estimate value is 6,300 for this particular question. Now let us do one more question and wind up this session, because we can do only 20 questions today. It's taking a little bit long because I'm giving you the explanation also. In the next video, I'll be completing the remaining 20 questions, okay? Because this is 40 marks ka paper. So definitely there must be 20 more questions to come. Okay, what percentage of this shape is shaded? Now we can see here 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 squares are shaded. Out of total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So total is 10. Okay, total is how much? 10. So 4 out of 10 are shaded. So percentage will be 4 out of 10. This is the fraction, multiplied by 100 will be percentage. Okay. So 4 upon 10 works out to 0.4, and multiplied by 100 is nothing but 10, 1 and 2. 1 second. Okay. 4 out of 10, right? So 4 out of 10 is 0.4. 0.4 multiplied by 100 should be 1 and then 2. So 40. So the answer will be, and you have to put the percentage sign. So this will be 40 percentage. Percentage sign is already here. So I need not put this percentage sign. So 40 you have to write over here. So that was the explanation of the first 20 questions for the primary checkpoint paper of April 2016, and this was paper 1. Okay. Now this particular exam is being conducted after the 6th grade, at the end of the 6th grade. So 6th grade students have to just see that you are practicing such papers, past papers, to become somewhat efficient in your exams, okay, whenever you appear for this exam. So this was the paper 0845, paper number 01, mathematics paper 1 of April 2016 for the primary checkpoint. That's all for today. In the next video, I'll come up with the second part of this particular paper, in which we'll do the remaining 20 questions. That's all for today. Bye all of you. Take care.